Foundation videos.
Cupcake icing and decorating with Special Agent Alison Smith.
Hello everybody. I'm going to share with you the very best icing for decorating cupcakes and cakes. You'll need 1 cup of salted butter, softened, 4 cups of icing sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 3 to 5 tablespoons of cream or milk. You'll want to double this recipe if you're going to decorate 24 cupcakes or if you're doing a cake. So first what you want to do is you're going to add your butter to your stand mixer, and if you don't have a stand mixer, you'll be using a hand mixer. It is very important that the butter is softened. I like to leave mine out overnight, but if you forget to do that, you can do it in the morning and it should be ready by the afternoon. So what you want to do, this is the most important part of having the very best icing. You want to whip this butter for at least 5 minutes. Yes, your hand might get sore if you're using a hand mixer, but it's so important. Next, what you'll want to do is sift your 4 cups of icing sugar. I've used a strainer here, which you'll probably be able to find in your house. And what you want to do is just kind of give it a tap and sift to make sure that there's no lumps in your icing sugar. If you don't have a strainer, all you have to do is maybe put it in a bowl and whisk it with a whisk. So here what we're going to do is add by 1 cup of icing sugar each time, and then make sure that your blender is on low speed so that you don't have a mess and a big cloud of powdered sugar everywhere. So after each addition, you'll want to mix it and then put it on high and mix it again. This process might take a while, but I'm telling you, it is the best. And so you'll see that's taken me a while. And after you have all the icing sugar in there, you want to whip it again for maybe a minute. We're going to add our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Again, put it on low setting. And then you're going to put in 3 tablespoons of milk or cream. I like cream because it makes it richer. So you put your 3 tablespoons in there, and then we're just going to whip that up again. Now you'll want to scrape down your bowl at least once if you're using a stand mixer so that there's nothing left stuck on the sides. Okay, now I'm going to give it a check to make sure it's the right consistency. Now I'm going to show you a simple way to decorate your cupcakes. You don't need any special decorating tips, and these are things that you can find in your house and you can make your own. So all you're going to need is a freezer bag, some tape, and a pair of scissors. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the tape, and we're going to tape 1 corner of the bag right there at the tip, and we're going to fold it over. And then we're going to flip it around, and we're going to tape the other side of the bag. This is going to make our tip stronger. This is where the icing is coming out, and we want it to hold its shape. This might take a few practice tries, but that's okay. This is how we learn. So now I want you to take your scissors and I want you to cut in a V shape. So on an angle in a V shape, you go up one way and then the other. Make sure that you don't make the slits too big. You can always make them bigger later, but you certainly can't make them smaller. Now you're going to open the bag and fold it against the seam. So the seam is now in the center or against the seam. And then I want you to do another cut right up the center. So this will give us our star shape. Again, take your time doing this. I'm going to draw it out for you here, just so you have a good look at it. So if the paper is the corner of the bag, cut a V shape in the bag, do your fold, and then cut a third line right down the center. All right, it's time to fill our bag. So fold down the ends of your bag. The reason why I do this is so we don't make a huge mess. And we're going to put a couple spoonfuls of icing into our bag, into the corner where we've just cut. Make sure that you don't fill your bag more than half full. So then we're going to unfold the bag. We're going to push the icing to the front. We want to get rid of all the air bubbles. And then we're going to fold it and just give it a little twist so our icing doesn't escape out the end. Again, we're just going to push forward, fold, just like that, fold in the corners, and then just give it a little bit of a twist so the icing doesn't escape. And now we're ready to pipe. Okay, let's give it a try. I'm going to show you two different methods. The first one here, I'm going to pipe stars around the cupcake. I'm starting on the edge and working my way in to the center. You can see that it is a nice design and it looks like petals on a flower. We will use this idea in a future video. Now, I've kind of noticed that my cuts aren't even and more icing is coming out on one side than the other, but I'm going to decide that I'm okay with it and I'm just going to continue on here, and actually I quite like it. This is the whole learning curve, right? Not bad. Okay, so the second method is just taking that tip from the outside of the cupcake and piping in a steady stream of icing all around, making my way into the center. Add a few sprinkles, and voila. In my second video, I'm going to show you how to color your icing and a few more DIY tips so that you can make any cupcake or cake a masterpiece. Thanks for watching.